So, what makes a good musician? With this research project, I wanted to dig deep into what really are the characteristics of a good musician. Not a great one and not perfect one, but just a good one in general. Because there's so much talent in this world that everyone has the ability to become a good musician. If you want to step it up further, that is all you. It's awesome. But everyone has the ability to become a good musician. I've done some research, I've read articles, and I've narrowed down a list of what I think are the best characteristics of a musician. A good musician will always have patience. Throughout my musical career, I have been taking step by step by step motions to get to the point where I am right now. There has been no point in my time where I've rushed through anything to get to the point where I am right now. With patience comes practice. Practice, you cannot rush practice. You have to be patient because practice doesn't really make perfect. What practice does, it makes consistency. The consistency that you make with practice enables you to give yourself that patience to work on something every time, to inch forward, to get so much better. A good musician must have good musical knowledge. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least something you can theorize of what you're playing and really understand the composer's intent. So whenever I get a piece of repertoire to work on, if it's just for solo works or ensemble, I take the time to listen to it once, twice, maybe three times, depending how complex it is, and really dig deep and use my music theory knowledge, of course, to really understand what I'm playing. Of course, to be a good musician, you have to be playing well, but there's also another side. You gotta really balance out that scale right there, just to play it well and also to know what you're playing. A good musician will always take care of themselves. Music is so demanding on the body that sometimes it's hard to remember to take care of it. I've learned this year because I played so much throughout this year because it's my first year in college into music and it's pretty much my full-time job. And playing so much that my body gets physically exhausted. And being a percussionist, it's really demanding on my wrists, my hands, and arms. And I'm standing most of the time. So sleeping well, eating well, and taking care of the stress in my arms and wrists is more important than music itself. Always take care of yourself. To be a good musician is to really understand yourself and how to take care of it. Good musicians will always keep track of their progress. It's always a nice feeling to keep track of your progress, to see what you've done, like in a year in a review. After my first year of college, I have done so much more than what I've done in the past 4 years. And seeing what I've done is so enlightening that it gives me the motivation to do more. Back when I was 3 or 4 years old, I was in a old music shop taking private piano lessons, learning the most basic piano repertoire known. And until fifth grade, that's when I first started percussion. And when I first started, I thought that was the most difficult stuff in elementary school. But really taking steps into the most advanced stuff I've been playing right now, it's been so great to see what I've accomplished and what my peers and family members have seen me accomplish as well. And seeing my family members and teachers seeing my growth really gives me the motivation to go even further. Good musicians will always do fun side projects. Music should always be fun. It doesn't have to be 24/7 practicing at all times. Good musicians will venture out into the woods of what other possibilities there are with music. With me in high school, I was performing in marching band, concert band, jazz band for a couple of years. And then when senior year hit, I got the opportunity to take a music technology composition course where I learned my interest in music composition, and it was so great to compose some pieces that I eventually got to perform. And that is what is so great about digging deep of what music offers. Good musicians will take advantage of the different worlds, the different sides of what music has to offer. And to become versatile is the best thing you can do as a musician. Last but not least, a good musician must show respect. With music, I said earlier, that's so demanding physically, but also is so enlightening to the brain. There's studies that show that music can help with your cognitive skills, with thinking, in the brain, and so many benefits. And what I believe is that music teaches everyone respect. It has taught me to respect my teachers, my peers, and individuals in general. Music is so disciplining to me that I aspire for it to push me that way. And it's only shown me to really take gratitude into what music has given me today. Now I want you to think, what has music given you? And what ways music has given you the abilities in your social life? When you practice, when you play, when you do anything, music has the ability to shape the mind and to really give you the ability to better yourself. To be a good musician is not only to perform, not to really be into music, but a good musician teaches you how to be a good person. I'll see you in the next one.